Everybody has their reasons for liking or not liking something. It doesn't make them words. It doesn't mean that you should pick on them or torture them or send death threats their way. Yo, what up, guys? It's the Gaming Zone bringing you your daily gaming news. And today we will be talking about a former Dragon Age lead writer. That's right. It's the same one that called you a tourist. Well, it turns out he ain't even feeling the game like that either. So without further ado, let's get into it. Former Dragon Age lead writer admits the Veilguard's art style leaves me cold after bashing gamers for criticizing the character designs. Isn't that ironic? Former Dragon Age lead writer David Gaider admits the Dragon Age Veilguard art style leaves me cold after previously bashing gamers who criticized the game character designs. Over on Blue Sky, Gaider posted on October 14th, "The females aren't hot enough." Yet because they've clued into the notion this is obviously incel behavior, they swapped out unattractive for masculine and thus transgender because that's a framing which makes them seem political instead of porn brain, but we all know what they mean. He added in a subsequent post, and here I am recalling how this has been a thing ever since some dude whined 10 years ago about Cassandra actually being a man, posting over and over and over again about her giant jaw, and posting phrenology pics to scientifically prove why his PP remained flaccid. However, just a day later, Gaider admitted the art style of Veilguard made me cold, while he discussed whether or not he would purchase and play the game. First, he wrote, "A question I've been receiving frequently as of late. Will you be playing the new Dragon Age?" Asked with a degree of, I don't know, anticipation. Like, this is something I do covertly to spite the current team or out of interest in hearing my true and honest thought. My answer is complicated. He explained, honestly, I don't think I can play and enjoy the game like other fans play and enjoy the game. Not ever. On one hand, it'd be fun to play my first Dragon Age game post-release without seeing all the compromises and cuts and disappointment from years of development. On the other hand, it's my baby. It's moved on. Yo, did he just admit that he's never played a Dragon Age game outside of pre-production? So, did he just admit that he never played that he's never bought a Dragon Age game or gotten a copy of the Dragon Age game after its official release? Like, you wasn't on the pre-working team, the beta, the alpha team working on the game, which is why you had to play it in the first place. You're telling me that when granted the option to play the game outside of work, you chose not to. He then admitted that the art style leaves him cold. Do I like everything I see? Not really. The art style leaves me a bit cold, but then the art style has changed with every Dragon Age, and as before, I'm sure I'll warm up to it eventually. The gameplay has changed. The news on choices from previous games gives me pause. None of this would stop me, however. So, wait. When gamers criticize the game, you call them all types of different names and stuff, but when you do it, it's totally perfectly fine because what, you're the ex-lead writer or something like that? I don't know, make it make sense to me. From there, he said there was a lot to love, but he only mentions one, which is the locations he once dreamed of have becoming reality. That's because there's a lot I see which I do love. To go to these places I've once dreamed of and finally see them there in all their glory. How cool is that? I have every confidence in Patrick and their writers to enthrall the fans and provide a worthy next chapter. Not a single doubt on that front. So what would stop me? Ego, probably. If I love it, I know there's a selfish part of me that will ache that I wasn't part of it. And if there are parts that I don't love, a part of me will wonder how it might have been. So completely unfair to the team, not to mention ludicrous considering I've been away for 8 years now. Yo, dog, I'm gonna be honest, you not sounding the greatest right now. If I get it on release, it'll probably be so I'd have something to distract me while the US inevitably self-emulates in November, he said. Chances are I won't. That's no slight to the team, who I wish every success and kudos possible. I know the road to now was paved with horrors, so they deserve it all. Nevertheless, on October 17th, Gaider accused the people who also take issue with the character designs of being incels and chuds. Gaider wrote, "I'm in the process of shutting down my Twitter account, and yet I noticed a fresh spate of angry mentions there. These more clueless than the last. What could have I mentioned incels, so who should take notice but their sweaty palm self-declared emotional support animal?" He added in subsequent posts, "I guess this also means a fresh bunch of chuds wandering over here to make fresh accounts just to object. The clever thing to do, you think, when incels are mentioned but you aren't named, would be to stand and identify yourself. But identities are important, I guess. It's true." To elucidate this, Gaider recognizes that the new art style makes him feel cold inside. It's a recognition that he does not recognize that Dragon Age the Veilguard is empty. However, while he recognizes this on some level, he rejects it to toe the party or ideological line, and does this so by bashing people who also recognizes that the product is empty. And this is not the first time he has done this. Back in September, he asserted that Dragon Age was always woke, which fits perfectly into Young's theory. Gaider wrote on Blue Sky, "Apparently the usual suspects are upset at how woke the new Dragon Age is. It's apparently sudden and unexpected development in the series," he added. So what do you guys think? I think it's super ironic that you could make fun and call everyone else chuds and homophobes and insert any word you want to there because they don't like a product, but then you turn around and basically say that you don't like the same product for whatever your reasons are. Everybody has their reasons for liking or not liking something. It doesn't make them words. It doesn't mean that you should pick on them or torture them or send death threats their way. These are all opinions by all different people. And for you to sit here and do this after you done that, it's crazy. But let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. If you made it this far and you like this video, please hit that like button. If you made it this far and you didn't like the video, go ahead and hit that dislike button. It's cool. It's cool. I am the Gaming Zon, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.